sort of stuff. Like I've got a story where I really want to do. I want to do 1 or 2 stand-up gigs, and this one story is one of those where it's like, oh my god, and then it's like, you know, you're cringing and then you're laughing. Like basically, the story is basically I went to Berlin, and to each monument we were going, it was a lot. It was like long walks. You get very bored. So me and my uncle, you know the circle game. So like you look at the circle, and then you get punched.
Oh yeah.
We were doing that at the start, and halfway through we were just like, we're just doing this for fun. We were just doing the circle for fun, and we got bored of the punches. And there's this monument in Berlin about basically a representation of how Jewish people who were getting taken out to these camps were like feeling. It's very good. Like it's like a maze, and near this maze there's like a museum. So this is 8 o'clock at night ish. We just finished our meal. We were going there, and it is the quietest place, one of the quietest places I've ever been. And it's again like a maze, but it's just like so flat, and like you walk on these paths, there's like squares.
Yeah.
And it's got like letters and like reading stuff of like these people. And I said to myself before I went in, do not start the circle game. And I say also as well, I also say like at the start is, where do you think is the worst place to laugh? And people always say like, oh, funerals, this place. And I go, oh, cute. Try a Holocaust museum. You know what I mean?
I can just imagine that now. You just have like a little German Jewish family come meeting the great granddad, and then you just get you just like busting out laughing.
Mate, it like so. My uncle had his coat in his left hand, like hung there, and he walked past, circle right there. I just looked up. I knew it was there. He smiled like, I know you want to laugh. And I just couldn't help myself. I just couldn't. I was like, you know where you don't, you know when you're not supposed to laugh, and it makes it even more.
Yeah, that makes you laugh even more.
Yeah.
I know exactly what you mean. I did that in assembly like all the time.
Yeah, everyone did.
I did that in assembly all the time. This kid Francis is like one of my best mates. He said we were in like year 8 or something. So like everyone makes like stupid jokes, and like everyone is just so stupid in year 8. Like no one ever does anything that makes sense. He like said this thing like someone was annoying him in the line. You know, when like you line up to go in, like you're about to sit down. So we're in the line and we're about to sit down. We're all nice and orderly. But then like there's this one guy next to my mate who's like annoying him, and he just says. Like, he just says, like, what was it now? Like, you just said, like, he's like, shut up, mate, I'll flop you. And I was like, because it was just so random, like, bro, I'll flop you, man. I just could not stop laughing. I was bursting out laughing.
Yeah, where you just
random.
And then, hold it, you hold it, and you just go. And, like, when I was laughing, I had this woman, it's like, I think she was French, I don't know 100%, had a purple coat on. And she just looked at me like I had just like peed everywhere. Like she was just like disgust, anger, just like raw emotion was just looking at me. And she knew she couldn't say anything. She knew she couldn't be like making it even worse. So she just like gave me these dirty looks. I just saw like families just looking at me like, what is up with this kid? Like, and my uncle's there like smiling like, just like, at least. Like thinking he was all good, like I'm not the one laughing, but he is. And it was just like cringe, and just like my mum. Luckily, she was in the next room, so she didn't see me like laugh, but like just cringe and like laughing, and just like thinking, this is a good story at least, eh?
I'd love to see that. I would have loved to laugh at you laughing at the Holocaust.
Yeah, just like thinking, like, is he one of those? Is he one of those ones? Like, is he one of those ones?
I thought they were all gone.
I know they're meant to be I know they're meant to be pale, but we can have a coloured one, can't we?
nah, bro, you're not a perfectarian. They'd kick you out immediately.
Yeah.
With that,
You know what?
that trim. They wouldn't,
I know,
they wouldn't let you be part of
yeah,
it on
I
that
know,
trim.
innit? Like a Hispanic Nazi. It's weird that sort of stuff. No.
Careful, bro. You might get demonetized for saying that.
Well, if YouTube actually want to give me my money, you know, you could. They're
Here
just
we
in
go.
line with this sort of stuff. But